Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to another Vlogmas video. If you have not checked out my other Vlogmas videos, make sure to do so. As I mentioned previously, I am doing my own version of Vlogmas, which is a video every other day between now and Christmas, so I would love to have you check those out. I also created a playlist on my channel too to make it easy in case you have missed any Vlogmas videos, because I know we do all get busy in life, so it's hard to keep up. So in today's video, this was actually a requested video, and it is going to be my luxury wish list for 2025. So these are all the items that are on my radar. Now, does that mean I'm going to purchase all of these items in 2025? No, it does not. These are just things that I have been eyeing. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get right into it. The first item I want to mention actually kind of piggybacks off of my Chanel fail. If you saw that video, I definitely made a mistake, and if you have not seen it, hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. But if you saw that video, you know that I purchased a lovely Chanel bag, and it was beautiful, but it ended up having orange undertones. It wasn't exactly what I wanted. And just kind of briefly summarizing, the bag that I won is from about 10 years ago. It's a really beautiful red bag, but it has a sheen over top of it, so it's almost like a pearlescent bag. I've mentioned on my wish list a couple of times, but it comes in silver hardware. So I am on the hunt for that bag. I am hoping to find it. I was really hoping to find it for the holiday season, so we'll see if I have any luck, but I definitely felt that I needed to mention that bag. I did have a red clutch on chain in my collection, but I did sell it because I knew that that other bag was the one that I really wanted and kind of yearned for. So I definitely like to have a red bag in my collection for the holidays, also for like Valentine's Day. So hopefully I will be able to find that, and I will keep you posted. The next item that's on my wish list is a bag that I actually tried on in store, and I think that was probably a mistake because it had been on my wish list previously, and then I started thinking, well, it's a little dressy, you know, I don't know if I'd really wear it that much, and I made the mistake of going into the store and trying it on. And it is the Celine Triomphe bag. I tried on two different versions. One was a little bit smaller and one was a little bit wider, and I don't know which one I like better, but when I tried it on with a wool coat, it was just such a nice streamlined, structured bag. It was like a really clean aesthetic, so I really liked that bag. And the leather for Celine was so smooth. Now, I think what has kind of been holding me back is that bag is really expensive. I want to say it's around $4,000 or so, and usually if I spend that kind of money on a handbag, it might be like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Hermes, something like that. I don't necessarily like to do it for YSL or Celine. You know, the resale value is not really the best for those bags, but either way, there's a reason that bag is so popular. As I stated, when I tried it on, I just absolutely fell in love with it. Plus, I do already own my Celine Triomphe sunglasses, so the two of them would pair really nicely together for a nice, clean, effortless look. All right, the next item on my wish list is going to come as no surprise. I think you guys know that this is on my wish list, on my radar. I started my journey this year with luxury jewelry, and I picked up a beautiful love ring from Cartier. I also picked up the beautiful Justin Clue ring, and I have fallen in love with the Cartier brand. I really have, and I would love to add a bracelet to my collection. I am a little bit on the fence as to whether or not I want to get a love bracelet, but the thing about the love bracelet I'm not sure about is that, you know, you put it on, you can't get it off, right? Some people have recommended the love cuff. I tried the love cuff on. I really wasn't a huge fan of that, but this year they did come out with a thinner version of the Justin Clue bracelet with diamonds in white gold, and I feel like that would be so beautiful and it would pair so nicely with my Justin Clue ring. I did try it on in store. Obviously it was not the right time to purchase it, but I wanted to try it on to see if I liked it, and it was beautiful. So that is definitely something that is on my radar. Sticking with luxury jewelry, let's kind of move into Van Cleef and Arpels as well. So I did also pick up a Van Cleef and Arpels necklace in the shade Onyx, and I really love it, and I have definitely worn it quite a bit. I wore it the other day when I went out with a couple of my friends for lunch, and you might recall that when I did purchase it, I was on the fence between the Onyx or the all gold it was so hard deciding, but I ended up going with the onyx because that's the reason I went into the store. But after trying the gold one on, it was so shiny and sparkly and beautiful that I would love to eventually add that one to my collection as well. It's definitely not something I need, but you know, hey, we're talking about a luxury wish list here, so if I could, I definitely would like to add another one. I have considered maybe getting Van Cleef & Arpels earrings as well, but I'm still kind of on the fence about that. And if I did though, I would most likely get them in the onyx to pair with my onyx necklace. Let's talk Louis Vuitton, and I'm sure this next item is probably on most people's wish list. As you know, Louis Vuitton is coming out with their new collection. It's the Louis Vuitton Murakami collection, and I love the multicolor collection. Louis Vuitton had this years ago, and I'm lucky because I do own 3 pieces. I have a little key pouch from that collection. I also have the zippy coin from that collection, and then I also have a like little pochette from that collection, and I would love to add another maybe small leather good from that collection. They had so many beautiful small leather goods to choose from. They have a makeup pouch, they have a really pretty card holder, they of course have the Rosalie wallet, which is one of my favorite wallets. They have so many different items to choose from. They also had a lot of really cute bags as well, but I don't know that I would get a handbag, and the reason I say that is because I was most attracted to the Speedy that Jessica Simpson had, so maybe in the future I might end up buying that pre-loved just because I am a handbag collector, because that is the bag specifically that got me into the brand. So obviously I would have to look on Fashion File or go on the pre-love market for that, but either way, to make a long story short, I would love to add something for a couple pieces from the Murakami collection. I'm just not sure what yet. I did reach out to my sales associate. I have not been able to place an order yet because I think the collection does launch sometime in 2025 in January. So stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed, because obviously if I get something, I will do an unboxing and share it with you. But that collection is just so happy and beautiful, and I would love to add a piece. All right, let's talk about a Louis Vuitton bag that I made the mistake of trying on, and I went into a store and it was the Louis Vuitton Capucines, but it was in the mini version. This was so cute. I tried it on. It had a nice thick strap. It had a top handle. It was really, really tiny, but I tried it on and I loved it. And here's what held me back. That bag was between $6,000 and $7,000 for that bag. And I don't know about you, but when it comes to Louis Vuitton, it is so hard for me to splurge and pay that kind of money because I feel like that's more in the Chanel, Hermes territory. So I love that bag. You might recall, I want to say it was maybe like a year or 2 ago, I fell in love with this beautiful pink Capucines. Obviously I didn't, get that. I didn't need another pink bag because I do have some in my collection, but that is what first kind of attracted me to the style. And then I saw someone the other day wearing like a mini, and so I went in, I tried the mini on, and I really loved it crossbody. So that's something that's kind of on my radar, but again, I think the price of it is what's holding me back on splurging. Another item that is on my wish list / radar is a pale yellow bag. You might recall that earlier in the year I did purchase a beautiful Dior. It was like a mini Lady Dior in a yellow. It was like the perfect shade of yellow, but this bag ended up being too small. The chain made it a little dressy. So I ended up returning it, and in turn I got the beautiful mint bag. I don't have any regrets about that, but I am realizing that since returning that, I do not have a yellow bag in my collection. So I would, if I found that perfect yellow, love to add a yellow bag. Maybe it would be another Dior bag, maybe a little bit larger. Maybe it would be a smaller Chanel bag. I don't know. Obviously the Chanel prices are getting a little astronomical, so maybe it would be on the pre-love market. But yellow is one of those colors, just kind of like red. It's hard to find that perfect yellow shade. So if I do come across that perfect yellow shade, I would love to add a yellow bag to my collection. Okay, so one more bag and then we'll move on to a couple other things. I would love to add the color of the season. Burgundy is the color of the season. I just love it. and I would love to add a burgundy bag. I feel like nothing would look better than having a nice streamlined burgundy coat with a burgundy bag. There are so many brands to choose from. I know YSL has some really pretty burgundy bags, and then I think Gucci has had a couple. So I definitely want to like explore my options and see what's out there, but I definitely don't have a burgundy bag in my collection. Now I used to have a Tory Burch tote. Unfortunately, I ended up selling that bag, so I would love to add in my mind I'm thinking of like a smooth leather bag. I think Parisa Wang had one that looked really pretty, so I don't know, I'll have to kind of look, but I would love to add a burgundy of some sort to my collection. Moving away from material things, the next luxury item that's kind of on my wish list is a trip. So every year we've been going on a trip, you know, my husband, daughter, and I. This year we went on a Disney cruise. Actually last year we went on a Disney cruise as well. We've gone to Niagara Falls this year. We definitely want to plan for another trip next year. My daughter really wants to go to Hawaii. So we have 3 places that are kind of on our like wish list, I guess you could say. Hawaii, which my husband and I were lucky. We have already been. We went for our 5-year anniversary, but we definitely want to take Sky. It's just a matter of her being old enough for the flight and to, you know, and I think she's old enough for the flight. I mean, she's 13, but I want her to really be able to enjoy it if we take her there. So Hawaii is one option. We also would love to go on an Alaskan cruise. My husband went with his brothers years ago and they loved it, but we would love to take Sky and maybe go with my parents too. And then the third option, and I don't know if this is a place we take Sky or if this would be a place for just Dave and I, but I really, really want to go to Switzerland. I know that's probably very random. I think I have mentioned Switzerland before, but I watch The Amazing Race all the time, and whenever they go to Switzerland, I'm like, that is my place. Beautiful scenery, chocolate, cheese, they have shopping. I would just love to do that. And then they had this one, I want to say they had a ride up the mountain where you can just kind of see the beautiful views. So we definitely want to think about going on a trip, especially for Sky. She is 13. You know, we started thinking about it. Oh my gosh, we only have so many more years with her before she goes away to school. So we definitely want to plan a trip and go somewhere. Okay, and then the final luxury item that is on my wish list, and this is not an actual tangible item, but this year was actually a very difficult year for my family as far as like health is concerned. We had some health scares, and then of course Sky, you know the story with her. She broke her collarbone and then she re-broke it. She really went through, oh sorry, excuse me. She really went through a lot with breaking her collarbone. She was out a total of like 19 weeks. She missed a lot of stuff, and it was really, really hard, you know, to watch her go through it, because when you watch your child go through something and if they're in pain or anything like that, you really, you know, you wish you could take that away from them. So as I stated, having your health is a huge luxury, so I definitely wish health on my family, my close friends, and all of you as well. That is truly a gift in itself. So anyway, that is my luxury wish list. Things could change, I could remove things, I could add things, but as of now, those are some items that I would love to add to my collection eventually. I hope you enjoyed. I would love to know what is on your luxury wish list. I love to hear what people are loving. If you guys are new to my channel, I would love to have you hit that little subscribe button, and I would love to have you follow me on Instagram as well. Make sure you check out my other Vlogmas videos. I hope you've been enjoying them. I've really truly enjoyed filming them. Thank you again, and I will see you in my next video. Hold up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. Can hang out on the beach without freezing.